Oh, well, welcome to the Realm of Millenia. Be ye man, woman, child, spirit, creature, or demon. Be ye a native migrator, or maybe even some sort of invader into the realm. Welcome, for I am your host, the Millennium Mailman. I'm here today bringing you guys and gals yet again another Theater Thursday, because I am going to be world building for you long after you've already begun to acclimate and fit in. So go ahead, sit back, relax, and please enjoy as I start to dive into it. Right? This will be part 3 of the legend of Cerberus, right? And I'm doing it in parts, but ultimately I am gonna come back and just do a straight watch read through of it. That's probably gonna be like a full hour long, but for the sake of making sure I have content for every day of every week for at least this first year, while I'm going through, I'm going to separate it into parts, then make a big one. Now, for review so far in the Legend of Cerberus, the first half, which I'm going to read the last page of the first half before I continue on with the first page of the last half of this Legend of Cerberus here. The first half was all about what things built up the character to the Legend of Cerberus. Who exactly is this Legend of Cerberus that we're talking about? And it's very much this person who has basically fallen from heaven, the cloud nines of heaven, down to literally the pits of hell, and then just started swinging. And we find out that the longer he spends here in hell, the more of his memories are fading, not because of the demonic atmosphere or anything, but because somehow this dead person with his new body is somehow still has a skill panel. Like when you die you're and go to heaven or get sent down to hell, you're supposed to no longer have that. You'd have to like reawaken a afterlife panel. But no, he still has his human skill panel, although he's spent time in heaven and is still spending time in hell. We don't understand how that works, but it just exists. And the more time that he spends down here in hell, he just gets more demonized because there's nothing left to sell his skill panel, right? It's a tit for tat trade equivalent exchange here, and he's got nothing left to sell of value because he's in hell. There's nothing of value left except his humanity, his memories. So his memories are fading, and after his memories are basically gone, he starts trading his human form to turn into this demonized entity and creature, and then starts trading his memories because he truly has nothing else after his body is entirely gone. What his body used to be, his humanity, his divinities, after all that is gone, we just have this pure demonic being that no longer looks human. It looks more like a schizophrenic dog because it's got multiple heads, and he's got nothing else but the pure instinct that I fell down here. This is my territory. I'm a dog. I'm gonna piss on everything and everyone, right? I'm gonna piss on everything and everyone, and if you got a problem with it, I'm gonna piss on you because you're pissing me off. So he's got no memories, is basically who he is for the last half of this story here. He's got no memories. He's just riding purely on instinct because it is all gone. And that's basically my review for the first half. Now I'm going to read this last page in the first half where he's this gray schizophrenic dog. Oh yeah, that's perfect. That's the first sentence right there. But then I'm going to continue on into the second half. The Grey Dog Man stood indifferent to all, like a doorman taking note of things it would surely forget about soon, finding everything equally interesting and equally not. It forgot even how to even restrain itself, and thus constantly emitted various auras of desire, guilt, and doom. Auras of death that seeped into the surroundings, auras that were used as templates to train the Lord's batches of new warriors in resilience and harnessing of the auras for conquest, famine, and plague propagation, for the inciting of war and maintaining the Lord's efforts. And one day it shut its eyes for longer than usual and transformed more into that of a dog, its aura getting more and more stronger as the shackles of its mere human mentality faded. Then the Lord's eyes revealed that even the indifferent memories began to fade, and the remnants of a domesticated dog stopped being, and could turn feral beast any day. The gray, schizophrenic dog with a single memory between its ears, not a single ambition in its heart, in its weariness, slumbered by the gates longer and longer and for even longer, till it ceased to open its eyes altogether, as if it forgot how to even do that too. Wars throughout hell, wars at and over the gates, wars it observed in the myriad dimensions. The Lord's eyes were there when it had awoken for good again. The Lord's eyes were there to observe it living vicariously on instincts, not for survival, but to protect the gates, to guard against all trying to leave through those gates, like it once did before, like it did when it first dropped into hell, swinging, named Cerberus. The gray Cerberus began its carnage, devouring enemies as sustenance to reconstitute its once proud figure, bathed in the blood of invaders wanting to leave, thickening its fur, bathed in the blackest of ectoplasms from the soulless hell occupants that sought to leave, turning the fur black as night once more, till no demon or beyond dared use those gates again. My voice is so dry. It continued to bathe in the blood of every invader entering its territory and baptizing every new arrival with a swift death. My voice so dry. With a swift death that makes their displaced soul and new spiritual essence bodies unable to acclimate, and thus rendering them soulless beings, only able to reconstitute themselves in hell, bound to hell's will for eternity. Bathed from black to red so deep and fear-inducing, the Lord announced that the Cerberus would be eternally respected as a noble steed of the kingdom's ambition, with the moniker of self-riding horseman of war. For if the immortal Cerberus, with its new aura of bloody carnage, moves, it's a sign of precursors to war someone dares bring to hell. For the Cerberus hasn't let us leave
in centuries. Then one day, there was a heavens envoy that came to hell to question the Lord. He accused the Lord and the hordes of plotting something for the... I swear I'm not illiterate. This word, it looks like 2 letters, but I know it's got to be at least 4. Yeah, let me get some context clues here. The envoy accused the Lord and his hordes of plotting something for the lack of direct worldly influences, made a treaty on behalf of Cloud9, and permitted us to re-enter the myriad and even conquer, with restrictions, of course, that we'd ignore if we even could. Then the envoy left. He left, and every high demon, abomination, bastard, condemned soul left and followed after the angelic envoy. Followed from a distance, unnerving, the angel who clearly recognized a few of the new fallen angels amongst our foes. So grossly disfigured, mutilated, and demonized thoroughly they couldn't speak to explain or give warning to their envoy. So changed they were, they could only tell. The only tell to be discovered was the looks of longing and pity in their gazes, for their very souls were stripped and devoured out of them by the beast he neared. Wearing a cloak of abyssal demonic black with both exclusively shined and reflected a very, very mortal red, the beast he was drawing near to gazed back. The horde stopped to observe the cocky envoy's perpetual existence for what would be all of hell's house arrest liberation. And fight they did. For the red CERBERUS, the horseman of war, with no memories and only habits and instincts it couldn't explain, attached to the indomitable will to guard hell's gates from escapees, has an impeccable battle record. A record of winning all with 0 losses. The beginning was as expected. A good battle fought for sure, but a battle dominated by CERBERUS no less. But it was taking too long. So the Lord's eyes observed and revealed that the angel had some sort of damage transference ability that neither combatant seemed to properly grasp. The duel drug on for so long, demons came and went, till the shift when the CERBERUS's lack of new sustenance limited its endurance amidst the abuse. Till the indomitable CERBERUS began to succumb to the piling battle injuries and was apparently wavering, not in will or even adrenaline, but succumb to the atrophy and loss of flesh gone unreplaced in the span of what hell would label as years of battle with the angel. The arrogant angel charged up the angel's most common skill of baptism, aptly named the angelic judgment by eternal fire. The beast of carnage, as feral as it was, showed a few rather human emotions in its last moment. One all of hell was sure to forget. Redacted. Redacted. The angel heaved as it labored its breaths in its ragged robes that remained. The angel walked to the gates and turned, disregarding us excited in the hordes in the distance. The angel envoy turned, observing the scene it called a battlefield with worthy adversary, as we gave him our attention, as even the eldest of abominations neared the Cerberus's territory borders. The angel gazed at the still burning eternal flame it created with a leaking nose and eyes of life's blood essence, revealing the same human emotions of redacted, all. And we all saw his lips move, but only the Lord's ears heard him say, redacted, 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 redacted. And as the heavens envoy walked through the gates of hell, we knew the Cerberus was dead for sure. And we could finally leave. And we've been raising hell ever since. Amen! Finn. But yes, that has been the legend of Cerberus. The one man who was able to put hell, all occupants of hell, in a corner, like, oh, no. Where do you think you're going? You're under house arrest. I'm really proud of that one reference I made to Cerberus keeping all of hell from abomination to the hordes in house arrest. It's like, oh no. Oh, you want the door? Get past me. Oh, we have new guests. Oh, you were just coming to tour? Oh, that's fine. But yeah, all the hell's occupants from the hordes and demons, they stayed well away from the fight. Everyone knows the territory of the Cerberus in reference to the gate, so they were watching from a far off different distance, like, nah, until your fight is over, we're not stepping into his territory. Oh shoot, that guy made it out of his territory. We're going to keep an eye on him so long as he's in hell. Okay, it seems like he's about to walk back out of hell. Maybe the Cerberus forgot another memory or something. Nope, the Cerberus is confronting him. This is going to be a good battle. Oh shoot, it kind of looked like that angel envoy, that cocky guy, kind of won the fight against Cerberus. There's no way. So long as Cerberus is alive, he's going to get up and screw that angel. Cerberus isn't getting up. Maybe he's dead, but I'm going to still stay out of the territory. Oh, he's about to walk through the gates. The Cerberus still isn't moving. Actually, the Cerberus isn't even breathing no more. We are so excited. The moment you walk through that door, we'll all know that it's safe to leave again. Please.
Oh my god, he just walked through the gates of hell. We are all free. We're all free. Free at last. We are all free from the guard dog's tyranny. We can leave hell and raise hell for all of the rest of eternity without that demon dog at the gates. Free at last, free we are. Right? That is the legend of Cerberus. So, eh. Yeah, I'm going to do like a bit of a commentary explanation on it, on a few of the more nuanced details in it, and what implications that has for the realm of Millenia. I'll do another video on that probably immediately following this one, and yeah. That aside, if you liked the reading of the 3-part reading of the Legends of Cerberus, go ahead, leave a like, comment down in that comment section down below. Any questions, comments, concerns, questions, thoughts, and opinions. Or reach me at millennialmailmen@gmail.com. I check my email once a week. Look forward to more character content on Theater Thursdays. And if you certainly want to hear me break down the story in the Legend of Cerberus and the consequences it has on the Realm of Millenia, make sure you don't miss next week's upload where I actually give you more details on that. But yeah, like the video, comment, share the video for more exposure, and subscribe if you feel like, dislike the video if you don't. I am okay with it. Peace, love, and happiness, and all the best of things to you. Come back, because I post videos every single day. Bye. Why not? Why not let me stop the video?